Welcome back to another episode of The Jump with Kieran McDonald. This is under the Beyond the Snap Media umbrella, and please like and subscribe. Please like this video if you like what I'm talking about, like the content. Please subscribe to the channel. We've recently made a deal on the latest episode of our podcast. Please go watch that. That if we get to 1,000 subscribers by the start of next season, we will be headed to the Texas-Georgia game in Austin. If we get 5,000 subscribers, we're going to go to the SEC championship game, and we'll record stuff for you there, of course. And if we get 10,000 subscribers, we will finagle our way into the national championship game to provide you content from there. So, please subscribe. Please like the videos. That's going to be our deal. That's our little deal with you. We promise we will not slack out on it. We will make it happen. So, getting into today's video. Today we're going to talk about why, at least I think, that your coach probably isn't why you don't win. If you are a fan of a not great program, maybe a TCU or a program that hasn't been good in a while, like an Auburn or something like that, that goes from coach to coach, wondering, oh, maybe this is the one. Oh, this is the one. Oh, this must be the one. Your coach isn't why you win. If you've gone through 3 or 4 head coaches and you can't find one that works, your coach isn't why you win. It's not why you don't win, and it won't necessarily be why you do win. So, coaches are very important. Head coaches especially are very important to what a program does, their style of football, and what happens on the field. However, winning games in this modern era of college football is about more than X's and O's. And honestly, a coach matters more not for their ability to actually coach the sport of football, but sadly today, for their ability to coach the front office, basically, right? For their ability to get what they want out of administrators and faculty, to get the money and resources they need, and on their brand and NIL collective. So, my first point about this is that if you've gone from coach to coach, most coaches can win, or they at least can show some signs of success. But when everything is put on the coach and blamed on the coach, then there is no responsibility handed elsewhere. So if a coach walks into an environment at, let's say, Auburn, right, and if you're Hugh Freeze, right, and you're trying to get this squad right, he may not be making bad decisions. There's the possibility that Hugh Freeze has made every right decision, except those that don't occur on the field, that he's made every possible on-the-field decision that he could, that he's done everything and right in mentality and coaching and done everything with the best in the sport. But he is not winning because of the front office. Auburn is not giving him what he needs. And you may say, how is this? Auburn is a huge football brand. Of course they're giving him everything he wants. Well, that may be the case. However, I doubt it. If they are, then it is likely that there would be a more high-profile coach taking that job. Auburn is not a Tier 1 job. And ultimately, what decides the coaching search is not anything like fit or whatever other words that you're going to throw out there to try to justify a coach going somewhere. It's 2 things. It's can I win there and money, right? And the coach is thinking that it's not, even from a coaching perspective, and if you ask coaches, they will tell you that they are not the biggest factor in why a team wins or loses. The biggest factor is the resources and the type of job it is. So you may be bouncing around from coach to coach and still not winning because you haven't fixed the underlying issues. And I think Auburn is a great example of this. They haven't fixed the underlying issues with their facilities, with their faculty, with whatever it may be. It is likely a combination of faculty and just not enough, wherewithal and support for the program that in the right direction, aimed in the right way to result in success for them. And that is why you're not winning, even though your head coach may be great, right? Even Nick Saban can't win everywhere. But what's magical about guys like him is they're able to get the admin on board. They're able to coach the front office so well. Nick Saban is a great ball coach. But you look at what Chip Kelly has just done. He has left the head coaching job because he doesn't want to deal with all the front office crap and all of the, back and forth with the athletic department and UCLA and all of that. He wants to go coach ball. So he's going to be an offensive coordinator at Ohio State because he doesn't want to deal with that. He doesn't want to have to recruit his roster constantly. He doesn't want to have to do all of that. So coaching, and it's not to do with their coaching ability at all now. It isn't to do with their play calling or their play design or anything like that. It has everything to do with the front office and how well they're able to manage that aspect of football. So that is, essentially that's what it comes down to. So don't always blame your head coach. Perhaps a little bit of that ire, a little bit of that, oh man, we keep losing, right? We're not good. We're never going to be good. Maybe a little bit of that ire should be instead directed, if you're an alumni, if you're a fan of Auburn or of, Mississippi State or something like that, or a team that's not doing great. Even a team in the Big Ten that's not doing great, that used to be good, like Nebraska or something. It's not the head coach. Matt Rule could be your guy. It could just be that the front office isn't there yet, right? And that is, you see this time and time again, that the actual coach isn't the problem, and firing and rehiring them is just really just going to perpetuate that cycle until you allow someone to get in and actually rebuild. Like Sark, he got buy-in from everyone. It has nothing to do. Sark is not necessarily a better X's and O's coach than Tom Herman was. A better, X's and O's coach than Charlie Strong or any of the guys that came before him in that what used to be kind of a cursed Texas job. He's just better at doing the front office. He's better at doing the recruiting. He's better at doing interpersonal. He can get those things. And now you may say, oh, that's part of the football coaching job. But no, it's not. You don't have to do it really at any other level. Like at the NFL, you rarely have to do that. They're pretty much bought in. I mean, it's a program. They make a lot of money. They want to win football games. At the high school level, well, you're going to get what you're going to get. And yeah, sure, recruiting is important, but recruiting out of middle school really doesn't matter all that much, right? You've got kids. You've just got to get them to come play. And X's and O's matter more than anything else. That's what they spend the most of their time doing. But in college, that's not present. So the coaching factor and how good of a coach you are does not really matter. X's and O's aren't super important. Like, you need to put together a good staff that can do X's and O's for sure. But we saw how Texas, they won, quite a few games last year, but they fell short on X's and O's and strategy and defensive strategy and performance, especially against Washington. It was not a good strategy, even though that coaching staff is elite because they do everything elsewhere, right? X's and O's, they may not be the best, even in the really big games. They had a month to prepare for that, and they came out with what was a terrible football strategy. Now, will Sark hire the right defensive coordinator and get that personal relationship right to have someone who can do the X's and O's? Yes, but that's not a football coach thing. That's a manager thing. And that's kind of my final thoughts. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope I gave you a little insight into what's actually going on in your program and what might be wrong with it, and how you can fix it, and maybe where you need to direct a little bit more of your ire that is not the guy that wears the headset on Saturdays. I thank you very much. Again, please like and subscribe. I'm telling you, we can make it to these games. If you want to support a small, college football brand that isn't in any way associated with anybody who carries TV networks, we just cover the sport. And cover the sport in the way that normal people would, right? We're just two guys who'd love to talk a lot of football. Please subscribe and watch. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.